What is going on, guys? My name is Will, but you can call me Tate, and as you can see, I'm in a hotel again, which means I'm back at the same job full-time now, having graduated college. And yeah, I'm in the Cincinnati area today, actually staying at a hotel just down the road from Kings Island. So it's been raining all day. I think what we'll do is we'll head over there and we'll check out the new area and do some of the new rides. If you were curious to how close my hotel is to the park, I'm going to zoom in and you can see the Apple Tower and Drop Zone peeking in all the way over there. All right, so we are all parked up in the closest number, which means that there's really not that many people here. Got the car parked up. One of the cool things about traveling for work is that I get to rent cars, so trying out this Audi. But yeah, maybe we'll hitch a ride on the Invertigo as well as the Adventure Port rides if there's really nobody here. Yeah, as you can see, it's a very cloudy day. And yeah, really didn't think I was gonna come because I thought it was supposed to storm the rest of the day, but it ended up stopping, which means there's nobody here. So something that's been very recent are these separate security tools you see other than the actual security stalls, which I think is very interesting. So as I can see from here, no line for Invertigo, so we'll definitely hit that up, but it makes sense. So they check your ID at the first one for the chaperone policy, and it was actually pretty well done. Walked right through. And as we can see, they've changed the marquee that was here at the start. It says Adventure Port now open. It was saying that open in summer, so good to go ahead and see. I've been here a couple of times. I have done Adventure Express, but I really feel like I should do it again because to really notice all the theming that they added, I feel like it'll take a good couple of rides. Always good to be in the park. It was really cool. Theme Park Worldwide was here yesterday, so I can't wait to see. Hopefully he had a better experience than his last time. But what's unfortunate is I was under the impression he was coming today based off the fact that he was posting Instagram stories being here today, but turns out he does those one day after, making it virtually impossible to meet up with him. But that is what it is. Hopefully we have a good time at Adventure Port and hopefully he enjoyed the park. So it's good to see that Soul Spin is open, and if I don't get on the next cycle or maybe after I get off, I will get a nice long off-ride shot so you guys can see, you know, sort of how long this cycle is. So I'm not really big into theming, but just thought I'd showcase what we got going on here. It is very nicely presented, I will say that. Yeah, Adventure Express still looks exactly welcome. Oh, and I guess just because it is the new ride, still a decent amount of queue here for Soul Spin, but hopefully we'll get in quite soon. So you get an absolutely stunning view of Banshee from this queue, but yeah, you see how much we moved just from one cycle, so I don't know, hopefully the popularity dies down for this ride.
Yeah, they stopped that. Yeah, Clash of Clans is pretty good with like using bombs and speed.
My sister would be my
Well, that was that. I'm not exactly sure what to say about it. One thing I do want to point out, especially for bigger people, the way that the seats are sloped up and the fact that they're just a really, really hard plastic, it is a little bit uncomfortable, but wow, that was interesting. So I want to know if anybody else who's been on this, did you get that sort of intensity feeling in your cheeks throughout that like whole ride? It was actually really interesting, and yeah, I don't know what to say about that. That was a really, really fun ride. Really short cycle, and it really sucks waiting for it. That was about a 4 cycle wait from where I started, but still, I guess that was a really, really fun ride. It's a little bit uncomfortable, but wow. I mean, that was so interesting. I don't even know what to say. Again, not a huge theming guy, but you can see all these references to our old rides, which is always cool when a park shows appreciation for their past. And yeah, show what's in the station. So I'm not gonna say that this is Expedition Everest level theming, but suitcases, things of that nature. You know, there's a lot of Easter eggs I've heard. If you sit here, if you actually get a chance to wait and look at this stuff. So here we go. Hopefully we get some people here. I don't want a Zen ride, but beautiful view of Orion in the distance. And yeah, next in line for a front row ride. Tell you what, that thing is really old and janky, but that's a great mine train, and that might be tied for Beast for having the most laterals in the park. There is some, you know, new lift hill audio, almost like a Mystic Timber sort of vibe, and yeah, some few new theming pieces. Apparently, the train that they have with the monkeys on it is from some other mine train. I forget which one, but yeah, good ride. Not to be a downer on this area or anything, it does look great, but for people to come and be like, oh, it's a completely new area, I don't even know where I'm at in the park. Having come to this park since I was little, it does not feel very different to me. We've just got some extra rock work, and like I said, it is very nicely presented, but you know, it doesn't change a whole lot for me. Slingshot, of course, used to be right here, and yeah, just a little bit of a different walk through this area now. And again, that is not to say that this is not a welcomed addition. I mean, fresh paint, and it's just good to show that they're looking after sections of the park and, you know, refreshing them. But really enjoy this ride. Was really fun. I think we're gonna go take a crack just to see. I've heard mixed things about, some people say these barrels are really easy to spin on Cargo Loco, and other people say they're not. Banshee's been cycling empty trains for about the past 20 minutes, so I'm not sure what's going on with that, but yeah, let's head on Cargo Loco, and then we'll probably go towards the front of the park. See, I gotta take this long shot so you guys can get an idea of how short the cycle is, but still a very fun ride. Yeah, already going back down. So like I said, not a very long cycle, but still some great moments on this. Yeah, it's a very fun ride and a welcome addition. It's nice to not have an upcharge attraction right here. This thing actually looks like it gets going. Thought this would just be your standard run-of-the-mill teacups ride, but at 1 cycle wait, and I actually can't wait to do this. Looks almost like a scrambler. So yeah, let's go ahead and get in line. And as you can see, a tequila barrel. That's funny. All the barrels have different names, so let's go ahead and get on. Not a very long queue set up for this ride at all. Almost like the Roller Coaster Tycoon ride that you put in just as filler, that you don't add a long queue to. But yeah, the views from Banshee are stunning from these rides over here. Finally, people back on Banshee. And I'm not gonna be able to film it because we're going on the ride. I think I'm gonna try my luck at the tequila barrel, even though I do not like the taste of alcohol at all. So that was also another very interesting ride. It's actually really weird. There's certain parts where spinning one direction is a lot easier than the other, and that direction switches multiple times through the ride. So I was trying to spin both ways, and at some points I actually got a good spin going. And it is weird, you actually don't have to spin the ride yourself. Even just going around, you'll still get some scrambler level laterals as the barrels will spin themselves. But yeah, a good little ride and another short cycle. I was talking to somebody who said that all of our flat rides here are 90 seconds, but who knows? While it might not be the same mist that we had before, it is good. I don't even know if it's coming on the camera, but there is some smoke at the Banshee sign again. That's good to see. So I think I'm going to hitch some rides on the two very old, I don't want to say very old, but the two older coasters that are in the front. We'll go ahead and start with the Bat. And yeah, I'm assuming this is walk on. So I actually had a really, really good front row night ride on this last year, but I think I'm going to go ahead and get back to my second from the back row, which was previously my favorite row on the ride. But if it was a night ride, I would definitely go for that front again. But wow, this thing really surprised me, and really hope to see that it's still running just as good as it was last year. Of course, it's always good to show love to Bat and Adventure Express. Oh, it is only on one train, I just noticed. I should have ran to try to get this one. Oh well, let's just dispatch it. Should be back fairly quickly. You can see this train sitting in storage, but yeah, glad to show love to our two Aero coasters, and I'm really missing Vortex. That was such a great ride. But yeah, as you can see, walk on the Bat, and after this I plan on showing love to our old Vekoma. Also always fun, I was gonna say, seeing people that you follow on Instagram. Person in the driver's booth operates an Instagram by the name of Steel Vortex. Yeah, I've never really seen her before in real life. So I'm actually very disappointed to report that that was not smooth at all. I mean, still enjoyable, but that was actually decently rough. I think if you do it towards the back, you'll definitely notice. There's a lot of people in the station down there on one train. Otherwise, I would go around and try it in the front and see if it was smoother. But yeah, we're gonna head to Invertigo. Still a great ride, but that was rough. So of course, Chicken Shack. I'm at this end of the park, so that's where we might as well end our day after we ride Invertigo. Get some really good, honestly, best amusement park ever, chicken tenders. All right, so heading over to Invertigo, and I know I've showcased it before, but in case you're new, I'm gonna show you how to get a good ride on Invertigo. And honestly, this ride has probably some of the most intensity in the park, honestly. Banshee has a lot more of it in total, but these valleys, especially if you're on one of the ends of the train, is just amazing. And I'll show you which end of the train to get on. So obviously you ride with your head in front of your train as much as you can to avoid the head banging, but if you ride all the way towards the front of the train, and I believe that is the highest numbered row, you get some not only great intensity, but me as an engineer, it's very cool because you get a view of how this ride works and how there's actually a hook at the top that catches you, and then they move the catch car out of the way and then make it so that the car doesn't latch onto it and then you fall forward. Like honestly, for such an old ride, and me as an engineer, the amount of programming and just how they made this ride work so long ago is so fascinating to me. So what you want to do is come all the way down here, closest to the two lift hills, and do a row 14 ride. And when you get to the top, you'll see the hook that catches you, and yeah, just the engineering behind this ride and the programming, what keeps it from catching the car every single time and never dropping in is just amazing to me. But yeah, row 14, keep your head up, and the second half of this ride is crazy intense. I'll tell you what, it's a shame that there are not more of those out there. It is very janky, and am I done after one ride? Absolutely, but that ride is intense. And I love being inverted because you get the blood rushing to your feet. A great ride, especially in that seat. I told you, head forward. Good to see this water ride open, honestly. I feel like it's closed most of the time I come to the park, but real quickly, I did have just a clear thought moment as I was coming down on that first run, just thinking about how long I've been doing this as a hobby, you know, how much I love riding rides and how long I've been doing it. You know, came to this park all throughout my college, and now to be a college graduate, full-time job, you know, still work across the street, even though I travel for work, but to get the chance to come here as much as I have and do so many of the rides and just, you know, really carry out this hobby of riding coasters and rides and traveling. I mean, it is truly amazing, and how long I've been doing it is kind of amazing too. I know I've said it before, but I've got vlogs with Firehawk on the channel, I've got vlogs with Vortex on the channel. So yeah, absolutely love this hobby. Great ride on Invertigo, a little dizzy honestly, but great ride. We're gonna grab some food. So their system just went down, that's great. So I've had canes tons of times, but I still We'll plead this till I die. This place is better than Cane's. As we walk out to Banshee. Real quick though, their systems went down, and the guy said, I just gotta write down your order, so honestly you can get whatever you want. You don't have to pay for these sauces. I used to be able to get them for free, but not so much anymore. I wish I got a couple extra sauces because I take these home because it's just such good sauce. But yeah, I thought it was funny. He said, man, you can really get whatever you want. And I was like, I'm staying at a hotel, so the food won't last for. I do have a fridge, but I'm not trying to stuff it with Kings Island food. So I was like, just give me the tenders and the sauces. But yeah, that was funny. As is custom, one more look at International Street. I just always bypass this entrance, so I've been trying to, you know, blue sign looks a little new actually, but I've been trying to show it some more love. So it's always cool to go in, see an absolutely dead park, go in, get some rides on some of the rides that I really don't have as many rides in as some of the other rides. Really wanted to focus on Adventureport, and I hope I got enough of it in there for you guys to sort of get an idea of what's going on. But yeah, went to Action Zone, got some rides in there, got some food, and I'm heading out. Got to be at work bright and early in the morning, otherwise I'd stay a little bit longer, but I am 20 subscribers away from 2,000. So if you guys are new, be sure to subscribe. Have so many videos on the channel, and who knows where I'll go next. With being able to travel for work, it's been awesome to get to go to some parks that I'd never thought I'd be able to go to. But my name is Will. You can call me Tate. I read every comment I get, and I'll see you guys in the next video.